Hi, I'm going to explain to you guys what the Ghast monster is in D&D. So for starters, the Ghast is a challenge rating 2 monster. This means that it normally takes about 4 level 2 party members to defeat it. It's pretty average when it comes to its armor class and its hit points and its movement speed, but the part that really might challenge your players is it has resistance to necrotic damage and it has immunity to poison damage. So if they have a weapon that they keep using that does one of those damage types, this might make them think in a different kind of way. It also has 3 different condition immunities: charmed, poisoned, and exhausted. This also goes for if anyone keeps like casting spells or something that makes your monsters keep having these conditions. This won't work with this monster. It also has an ability called Stench, meaning anything that starts its turn within 5 feet of the Ghast has to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, they become poisoned until the start of their next turn, but on a pass, they become immune to this ability for the next 24 hours. It also has another ability called Turning Defiance, meaning that any ghasts or ghouls that are within 30 feet of this ghast gets advantage on all saving throws against effects that would turn undead. Becoming poisoned isn't really a big thing in D&D. It's kind of a minor status effect, but it is something to introduce your players to having these status effects because it makes them rethink some of the things that they might do, and it might make them do some things that they normally wouldn't have done if they weren't poisoned. Both of the gas attacks are pretty simple, but when it does its claws, anything that it hits actually has to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or become paralyzed for 1 minute. That creature does get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns until that timer is up or until they pass that saving throw. But up until then, they really can't do anything while they're paralyzed. So it's kind of a big thing for your players. Even though the difficulty class is pretty low, sometimes it can really change the tide of a battle. This creature is actually really good for level 2 parties, level 3 parties, and sometimes even throw it in if I'm having them fight like a big zombie boss or something like that. So I normally use this for its paralyzing claws just to scare my players a little bit, even though the difficulty class is really, really low.